The Academy at Toronto FC is an incredible opportunity for all of our athletes to not just reach the TFC2 in the first team, which is our expectation from the beginning, but it's much more than that because not everyone is going to turn out to be professional. So we look at all aspects of an individual because that's really what's going to take them from being an academy elite athlete in the local area to be a player that can compete on the first team and compete globally.
The most important thing for me was you take money out of the equation, and we have players from all walks of life here, and I think it represents Toronto actually really well.
When I came into the academy, we didn't have this wonderful facility. There's been drastic changes since we've come up to here to give the players the best environment to train in, to develop in. Not only having the best coaches, but also the best strength and conditioning, the best nutritional staff, and also hopefully the best players to train and play alongside as well to help with that resistance, which is going to help these younger players play.
It's important for the athletes to understand that when they enter the program, there is an actual end goal that is easy to see, that it's clear at any point along the way. We have a number of different options depending on their abilities, depending on their goals or dreams or needs that we can provide for each and every member here.
I would say first of all the most important thing is to love soccer. You change your life a little bit when you get inside an academy like that because it's not just for fun. The most important thing is to really feel that you want to become a professional player. After that, we're going to give everything.
All of the players will obtain their high school diploma no matter what. From there, though, that we also encourage, obviously, the boys to balance both school and academics. They are student athletes, right? Student obviously being as important as their athletic performance on the field, because what we want to do is develop all-around young men. We also talk about their mental, emotional health is also a very large, important part. What we find is that typically as elite athletes, they have to learn how to balance both academics, their sport, their social life. You talk about 3 different aspects of their life, so they have to learn how to do that.
First, to be a successful soccer player, I think there's, again, multiple facets to that. One of those, and we prioritize this, is the cognitive aspect of the game. The decision-making portion is first and foremost. The better we can get players into developing their awareness of their surroundings and reading the information that the game is telling them, to prioritizing their thoughts appropriately, then we think they have the best opportunity to then execute the right play at the right moment for the team. Right, secondary to that is the technical aspect and the physical aspect that you need to actually execute in a moment. But that's where the combination of being a smart player goes together with being an actual good player.
Football is mostly it's 90% of your mind. So if you're not strong mentally, then you can't play football, especially at a high level. So this is a good way to exercise our minds, not just exercising our bodies on the pitch, but off the pitch. There's other ways to exercise too. You know, definitely with the way you think, it improves with these kind of exercises.
TFC, we have 3 areas that we concentrate primarily on. One is cognition, or speed of processing. We spend a lot of time with the athletes analyzing and helping them make their decisions faster, quicker, in any way possible. We also spend a lot of time on meditation, both for pre-performance and then also for performance. And then final area would be vision. We spend a lot of time on perception, but also just the strength of their eyes, the scanning, the tracking, all the ways that would help them improve their overall processing.
From the sports science department, with regard to the academy, is that we look at the long view of it. It's long-term athletic development. There's a significant difference between chronological age and biological age. If you saw 2 13-year-old kids standing next to each other, one might be taller, heavier, and it takes time to, grow up, basically. And we're pretty sensitive to that. And their program should be a little bit different and altered based on that, their maturity.
When it comes to feeding the athletes, we like to do little to none with the food, just so that they're getting everything, all the full sources that they get in terms of meat, in terms of starch and vegetable, so that they'll have everything that they need. The system that we have here is so that they'll have a little bit of everything. We believe in moderation. We believe in not taking away, but just having a little less. Also educating them. It just helps them perform better, or even their selections when they're not here.
So we have a lot of support here. Like if you're talking about school, there's a whole education person dedicated just for education and helping you get through school and manage that. Training, there's Danny, the coaches, you can talk to anybody. It's an open dialogue. And even the medical guys, if you want to improve any aspect of your physical game, they're free to talk and help you with whatever you want. Just rubbing shoulders and seeing guys like Javinko and Altidore and Bradley just walk by you casually, and just having that sort of pathway to that professional team, especially with how they're doing, it's really motivating.
There's a couple of programs here for kids after school if they want to do homework or whatnot. Here they can stay here and do homework, and there's also little programs too where it's meditation, easing your mind, and this mentality stuff that TFC does, and it's excellent. It helped a lot of players and a lot of academy kids push through to wherever they want to go.
When you think about our professional player pathway at TFC, it's very unique because it's complete. There's a team on every step of the ladder all the way up to the first team, and that's new for MLS teams. We now have more rungs in the ladder than most professional teams do in Europe or South America.
There's four main differences, for me. One is it's free. So you're looking at academies now that charge $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a year, and they don't have the level of competition that we will bring. And that's the second part, is our teams are going to some of the best academy tournaments in the world. We were just in Via Reggio, which is one of the best tournaments in Europe, the Dallas Cup, and our team's playing the Super Group. And then for me is the facilities here. This is just a different level for the aspiring professional players. And then fourth is I just think the quality of our coaching. So if you look at guys like Danny Dicchio and Laurent Guyot, who've been high-level professional players, and down through our staff, they're interacting with Greg Vanney, they're seeing our other coaches who are involved. That's just a different level than other clubs.
It's been a ride, definitely. I felt that when I first started, I think when I first started, 5 of us got signed to the pro deals, and it was great. We started that trend for being homegrown players for your first team, and that was just an amazing honor. And I thank Jason Bent and all the coaches, Stuart Neely, from back then when they actually believed in us and encouraged us to push to another level.
Because our academy, what's unique about it is we're comparing ourselves to the best clubs around the world, not just those at the top of MLS.
If you are an aspiring professional player in Toronto, there is no other situation that you'd want to put yourself in than to be part of TFC Academy.
All for one.
All for one.
All for one.
All for one.
We are.
We are. We are. We are TFC.